Hi everybody, my name is Shannon and welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. If you could take a moment to go ahead and like and subscribe to this video, it would help out immensely. YouTube really lives off of that stuff. I have a lot of people watch my videos and just not either liking or subscribing. Please help. There you go. Okay, admin's over. That's no fun, right? Hey, I wanted to do an update on the Mystery Yarn Challenge that I'm part of. That's right, the Mystery Yarn Challenge, if you're not familiar, it's the brainchild of Lori from the Armchair Chef. She has been doing this for over a year. So every month what she does is she puts out the call out to those of us who want to play. You don't have to have a channel. You don't have to be a content creator to do so. And she matches up our names, right? She pairs up our names, and I sent a box off to somebody else sent a box off to me, right? And it's yarn. Yeah, it's yarn. Woo, we like that. So you're getting this wonderful mystery box of yarn. You don't know what you're getting. You don't necessarily know the weight of it. Generally, they're like a DK or bigger. Not always. I got some fingering weight one, and I made a sweater in a previous month. That was exciting. It's a lot of work, knitting. Yes, you can knit, you can crochet. If you wanted to weave a project, go for it. So the challenge is using some of all the yarn that you get in your box, right? So you're getting different colors, different combinations, you're getting partial skeins, full skeins. You don't know, but it's wonderful. It's like if you watch those cooking shows, you know, the cooking challenge, and you get this mystery box of food and everything, and then you have to make something delicious and wonderful, and it goes before the judges, and then they critique you. Well, it's kind of like that, except for you don't get critiqued, right? You don't get that. And then at the end, once you do your project, or you can do more than one, which is really fun, Lori puts your name on a wheel and spins the wheel, and she sends out prizes. I haven't won one of the prizes. I don't care. I'm having a blast. It doesn't matter. My prize is being massively creative, coming up with something, doing a project, and doing it in a 1 month time period. That has been so exciting. So I already put out a little teaser, right? So we knew that. But if you're new here, you don't know what my yarns are. Let's go for that. Look at these. That's the box I got. That is excessive. That is amazing. So Teresa from Graham Cracker, she does have a channel. Go watch her. She's cool too. And you can also see who sent her yarn and what she's doing, right? So this is a big thing. So if you want to look and see what all of us are doing this month being October, it's hashtag MYC1023. If you want to look at previous months, you guessed it, MYC923, 823, pick a month. It doesn't matter. And you can go and you look at all the things that everybody else made with their mystery yarn, and the interpretations and the projects are just amazing. These aren't just, hey, I made a headband, that's great. No, people are making blankets, they're making clothing, they're making things that are useful for household items. I mean, it is spectacular. Talk about the creative juices flowing. It is all there, definitely. So just a quick recap on the yarns that I got. Teresa did state I didn't have to use all the yarns that she did here. I think she was destashing. I don't know. She was so incredibly generous. Yeah, this is beyond generous, no doubt. So I got 4 of these Caron Comfy Cotton Cakes in this gorgeous Ocean Breeze colorway. I've never used this, so this is exciting, right? Yarns that I haven't used. I've touched it. I do have 3 of these in a neutral color that I got from a Lion brand mystery box, so could mix them. Don't know. And look at this. This gorgeous thing right here. That is a bobbin from Premier. Premier's Everyday Anti-Pilling Yarn. I've used their Everyday Anti-Pilling Yarn, but I've not used it in the bobbin format. This is 3 balls rolled into one. And look, as you can see right there, you can do the sweater. That's, I mean, one idea, right, that you could do with it. And I'm kind of looking at that going, not a bad idea. I've got a grandson, looks great in the greens, and this would be enough. That is perfect. So this right here, it's 181 yards in each color. So you've got 543 yards total. It's acrylic. It's a number 4 weight. And it works great. I have used it, not in the bobbin form, but I have used it in other formats. I like it. And then I got 2 new to me yarns, or 1 yarn, 2 different colors. Paintbox yarns, Simply Chunky. Look at that. Look at that beautiful blue. I've not used this. So this is exciting. 100 yards, 3.5 ounces. It's 149 yards. It's 100% acrylic. So I got that color and this color. Look at those. I mean, look at those colors. Aren't those great? And I mean, how much fun is that? And I got 3 of the blue, and I got at least 6. Yeah, I got 6, and then some of the balls where she'd made something previously and decided, you know, like some of us do, she didn't like it. And I got it. So I got extras. And, you know, why wouldn't she throw the extra balls in there? You know, I might make something big and that could come in handy. So I was really happy and excited about that. And I've got plans for multiple, like I said, I really do. I want to make that. Or maybe not that exact one, but something like that. It matches me. I like green, right? I like green. But yeah, so that sounds really fun and exciting. So I did start. I grabbed the cake of yarn. I put a little teaser. So I grabbed this and I started it. And do you want to see what I've got so far? I'm knitting. I've knit 1 cake. So I got 3 full cakes, and that 4th cake, I think it was a little light. I haven't weighed it. I'm not worried about it. That's not why I'm saying that. But I finished it. I finished the cake. I think a little bit was used out of it. So maybe it was less than the 392 yards that are in each one. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. So I decided it wasn't very bright on my part. I just wasn't thinking. I'm using a pattern called Harvest. It's by Tin Can Knits. Tin Can Knits is amazing. If you are new to knitting, or you're wanting to do a garment, you know, you're like, I really, really want to do a knit garment. I've got the patience. I can do it. Because, you know, knit's a little slower than crocheting, but you can do it. I would highly recommend. And this particular pattern is called Harvest. This is the back. Don't you love how that color is working up? And here is the front. I have just now separated for my sleeves. Isn't that cool? I mean, look at that fabric. Look at those colors. And you've got, there are some really neat things in here. So I started with this, right? This garter stitch, that garter stitch edging for the neck. So it's all the way in the back of the neck, and it goes down and it creates a V-neck and then goes straight. So it is a cardigan. The option to put a button on it or not. I'm not going to put a button on it. I'm not going to worry about that. But I'm excited because I'm right here, you know? That's pretty cool. 1 full ball right here. And it's a long cardigan. I don't know how long I'm going to make mine. I will get well into the second sleeve, and then, or not second sleeve, but the second ball, and making length. And then I'll go ahead and grab the other 2 balls, work on the sleeves, make them as long as I want to, and then finish off for the length of the garment. And I might make it long. I don't know. Time is a factor, and yarn. I think I've got plenty of yarn to make it. I am making on this one, it's a size large. I did not do a gauge swatch, so hopefully it's a large enough large. You know what I mean. It'll fit someone. It will. And it's beautiful. And the other nice thing, yeah, it's just, look at that. It is stunning. The detail work. So look at that. Look at how the edges got picked up. So you've got this chain effect all the way around. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? So that just flows right in all the way from the back right there, where the back neck edge ends right here, to where you're going into the front. How gorgeous is that? The attention to detail that is put into these patterns, and it's explained in simplistic forms. And the pattern goes from very tiny, small child to I think like 5X or something like that. It is a range from just about anyone and everyone in your family. And that's why I was commenting, and I wasn't thinking this through. I have a lot of things on my needles and a lot of things going on. The wise thing would have been to make a smaller size for somebody else in the family. I didn't do that. No. So I'm working on this. You see, that's a lot of knitting, by the way. That really is. To get that, I could probably put it on. Can I do that? I don't know. I haven't tried that. Ooh, let's see. Oh, caught a string, Let's see. I might pull it off the needles, but that's okay. I can pick them back up. Oh, look. I haven't done that yet. Okay. So, that's cool. Maybe not with the green, but that's cool. So we get to see where it's at. Okay. I like it. Yeah, and then that's gonna, I'm pulling it off over here. Just one stitch. Pretty cool, huh? So I'm losing my battery. So that right there, that's nice. So it's about the upper bust. This does curve in, but obviously I'm pulling it because, you know, all the stitches right here are pulled and gathered. I don't want to pull them off my needles. That's why it's there. So this is going to go in, and once I finish coming in everything, so I'm making, this is like a triangle. You see that? You see that line going like there is a triangle? And that's that increasing and curving this neckline in. I like it. So yeah, it'll be more like that. I like that. That's pretty. Oh, yeah. It's going to fit nice. All right. It's not going to fit somebody. It's going to fit me. I get to keep it. That's cool. So this is what I'm working on. This is my progress. I'm very happy with it. I like the feel of it. Using size 8s throughout. Maybe I should have gone up a size, but I like the gauge. It feels good. And the only reason I'm saying I should have gone up a size on the needle size is because then obviously it would make it a little bit bigger, everything else. What did I do to decide I was going to make it on 8s? This said size 7s, approximately 20 stitches and 20 rows makes 4 inches. And I think, I don't know what the gauge was that it asked for here. Something on it, it made sense in my head. I worked with 8s. I like it in 8s. Truthfully, working on it for me with my gauge, I don't know if I can get it off without making a mess. With my gauge, I don't think I'd want to go down to 7s. I think that that would be kind of tight. Look at that. Okay, so it's not see-through, you know, you can see, yeah, it's not really see-through. It's good coverage as far as that's concerned. It has good pliability to it. It's movable. I think if I would have used 7s, it might have been a little bit too tight. My opinion. Just it, you know, all depends on what you like. But I think it has a good drape with the 8s, and it might be a little bit too close together with the 7s. I don't know. Okay, so now that I have that off here, let me go ahead and show that a little better. Ooh, that sun's bright outside today. So you can see this right here. That's how the edge goes. This is the raglan sleeve, right? So that has some good detailing on it also. Very, very simplistic. And then coming down here, so you're making that triangle. So you have a different rate of increase. You're increasing like every 4th row here and every other row here. So you've got more of a gentle coming down here, then you had more of a drastic for your raglan, and very well explained. The pattern gives options for the increases. You make the increase how you want to, whether you're doing a make one right, make one left, which is what I did, which is mirrored increase. You could do a yarn over if you wanted to and have the lacy eyelets going along the sides, or, you know, on your raglan right here and coming down here. Those are options. You could do a knit in the front and the back for your increase. So there's lots of different ways that you can do your increase. It just depends on how you want your particular garment to work. There you go. I was just really tickled with, like I said, this detailing here. Because you're making this strip, picking up your stitches a lot of times is, it can be wonky. That's a good way to put it. You know, a little bit too much on one side, not enough on the other. Maybe it's not as neat as you want to. The way that she does it, the way that she tells you how many rows that you're knitting and garter stitch, and your formula for picking up. You know, it's like you're picking up 5 stitches for every 6 rows that you had previously. It would depend on your size, right? And she does explain that. And you do have this nice, beautiful edge. Oh, and you want to see something really cool. Even on the inside, can you see that? So you still have another, like a chain looking stitch right here where it's picked up on the inside. So you do have that finishing touch details that gives your knit garment a professional look. Highly recommend. I've made more than one of her garments. She has paid patterns. She has free patterns. This one is a free pattern. It's called Harvest. It will be linked down below. I've never had any issues with her patterns. They are exactly as described. She has an entire series to help you with learning your building blocks, especially with knit, wanting to progress on and making garments that will actually fit you. Because, you know, if you're putting this much work into it, you want it to fit the intended recipient. I kind of throw things to the wind, but I also knit and crochet constantly. And if you're a little bit slower or it's your first time, you want success the first time around. No doubt about it. You don't want to throw any chance on that. Highly recommend that you follow her and look at her patterns. There you go. Definitely, you know what you could do, because she's got multiple patterns all the way from little tiny kid to, you know, up to like 5X or something like that. I mean, her range is amazing. Make one for a kid. See if you like it, right? That's your sample. Make a small one. Then you understand all the concepts, you understand all the shaping, you understand everything else that's going on, and you don't have as much time invested in it, and you've already got that success that you can take with you and move on to your garment, your perfect garment that will be great for you. And once you get that down, then you can start playing with gauges. And that's why I do that, you know, where I joke around about gauge not mattering. It does matter if you want it to fit somebody in particular. We know that with my sweater that I'm working on for my husband. If you don't care, if you've got a lot of different people that you can give something to, or you're just making it to make it, that's fine. But yeah, so that's the fun stuff. Hopefully you had fun with this, and I am just absolutely beyond thrilled with this. This is great. This is fantastic. Thank you so much for watching me today, and have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. Bye-bye.